Welcome back to part 12 of Hogwarts Legacy. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, like and subscribe, and let's keep it going.
Hello there.
Let's talk
Nice
to
to
the
see you.
innkeeper Sirona of the Three
Hello,
Broomsticks.
Miss Ryan. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Rookwood and Harlow the day of the troll attack.
Sirona, please. And I was happy to help. Oh, those two are nothing but trouble. Glad you and your friend were here when they found you.
I am too. You were speaking to a goblin here that day.
Yes, Lodgok. He's a friend.
It seems as though you were on good terms with him.
I've known him for years. We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place. He was cordial enough, but we weren't friends then. His mistrust of wizard kind ran deep.
But you're friends now.
We are. Hadn't seen him in years when he came in a few months ago. But he recognized me instantly, which is more than I can say for some of my own classmates. Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on.
In that case, I'd like to talk with him, about Ranrock in particular. Where might I find him?
I assume your interest is to do with the rumors I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It is.
If he's not here, you might find him doing business at the Hog's Head. He's a trusted metal trader. You should mention that we spoke. He can, understandably, be wary of witches and wizards, even ones as young as you. That said, if you're looking for information on Ranrock to help rein him in, you'll find an ally in Lodgok.
Have you heard what Ranrock and Rookwood are working on together?
Not much more than the fact that they seem to have some sort of uneasy alliance. Friendship between wizards and goblins is rare enough, but between those two, they each want something the other has. I can guarantee it. That said, I fear they're like a two-headed serpent. Both will need to be taken down to stop whatever scheme they've been plotting.
You seemed unfazed by Rookwood and Harlow the other day. They don't scare you.
They're bullies. Plain and simple. Never tolerated them in my own life, and certainly won't tolerate them going after my friends. Don't misunderstand me. They're dangerous wizards and shouldn't be trifled with. They should, however, be confronted and reminded, whenever possible, that the rest of us have each other's backs.
Thank you, Sirona.
If you find Lodgok, please give him my best. I don't know what you've done to make such powerful enemies, but please, watch your back.
Alright, let's go talk to Lodgok at the Hog's Head Inn, who might know a little something about Ranrock and maybe can help us out. Should be interesting to see if we can get an inside man to talk into the ear of Ranrock. Let's go check it out. Very interesting to see all these characters that we are being introduced to throughout this game, and seeing how they tie back into some characters that we know and love in the series. But it's also cool to see some of the new characters that weren't as well, such as Professor Fig, Sirona, Professor Kogawa, Professor Garlic, and even the Potion Master, who really reminds me of Snape,
Fine now, then,
with a
guys.
mix of Mad Eye Moody. Alright, and there's the fellow Lodgok, so let's go talk to him and see what he's got for us.
Hello, Lodgok. Sirona said I might find you here.
She did she? Did she send you with news?
No, actually, I wanted to speak with you. It's about Ranrock.
Now I remember. The Three Broomsticks. Day of the troll attack. You're the student he's after.
I am, and I need to know what he and his loyalists are up to so I can stay a step ahead.
Let's say I did know. Why should I trust you?
Sirona trusts me, and she thought our interests may be aligned.
Well, if Sirona trusts you, very well. I may know of something that could help us both. A way to get Ranrock to confide his plans to me.
I'm listening.
Years ago, a heinous witch stole a sacred goblin relic. Rumor has it that it now rests in her sarcophagus, in a tomb accessible only by wizard kind. Ranrock and I had a falling out a while back. The relic could well repair the chasm between us.
Very well. I'll retrieve the relic if you promise to share Ranrock's plans with me.
We will have to trust each other. I, that you will not abscond with the relic, and you, that I'll share what I learn. Gather whatever supplies you may need, and meet me near the witch's tomb.
Alright, so seems like we got another cave, another tomb to check out. Should be interesting to see what type of relic we're looking for that we can give to Lodgok, who in return can give it to Ranrock. So we gotta go over there near the Neep store, so let's head over there and see what's up. Should be fun. I'm kind of curious to see Lodgok's backstory behind knowing Ranrock. Or maybe, you know, all goblin kind are pretty close to one another in retaliation towards wizards, but I'm not too sure, but we're getting closer, so let's go talk to Lodgok and
ready.
follow him.
Good. There's no time to lose.
What precisely is the relic I'm to retrieve?
A valuable heirloom known as the Helmet of Lodgok. The witch considered herself a collector and purchased the helmet as a trinket. She cared not what pain she caused the goblins. Goblins believe that the rightful owner of any object is its maker, not its purchaser.
Wizard kind see things differently. It's a wonder goblins and wizards have ever been able to work together.
The differences between our kinds are myriad.
They seem to be.
It may surprise you to know that I do not believe those differences always to be insurmountable. It is the reason I find myself traveling with you to this tomb today.
I can understand why Ranrock might want, or even Lodgok or Goblin kind might want some of the relics that they have, quote unquote, given and sold to wizards, because I remember the story about Godric Gryffindor and the Gryffindor sword, and how it is made out of goblin metal and made from goblin kind, and how Godric Gryffindor believed that he owned the sword because he bought it from the goblin. But I know goblins believe that even if they sell it, the maker of an item is the true owner of the item. So I know that's where two species have disagreement sometimes. So let's hope that we can trust Lodgok, and let's hope that whatever helmet we find in the cave will help us get into Ranrock's circle and help us understand his motives and why he is fighting us to try and unlock the secrets that we're trying to figure out throughout this game. So far, I think my favorite mode of transportation is definitely the broomsticks, because it's so fun to go out and explore the nature and the surrounding areas of Hogwarts, while you miss that if you go through the Floo powder, and walking just takes too long. And besides, if we go through the Floo powder, we have to talk with the founder of the Floo powder and hear her little quips over and over again.
Ah, and there it is, the witch's tomb.
Dreadful looking place, isn't it?
There we go though, looks like we're at the tomb's entrance, and looks like it's another dungeon that we have to kind of go through. But if this gets us closer to Ranrock, let's do it.
I wish you luck retrieving the helmet. As a wand carrier, you should have an advantage. Now, before you set off, do you have any questions?
What about this helmet makes it so special?
The Helmet of Lodgok is an ancient and storied relic, forged during a time of unity among the goblin clans. It inspired greatness, that is, until it was no longer ours. Then it became something else. A symbol of what has been lost, of all that wizard kind has taken from us. Reclaiming it would mean a great deal to goblin kind, and to Ranrock. He would be grateful to me should I return it.
It seems Ranrock and Rookwood are conspiring. Why would that be?
I had heard this. When the dark-hearted conspire, they seldom make their full intentions clear to one another. I can only speculate, but I imagine their alliance is uneasy and quite fragile. Let us hope that ours is less so.
Don't suppose you have any idea what could be waiting for me inside the tomb?
Considering a Dark Witch was involved, I suppose there's a chance you may encounter the Dark Protectors, known as Inferi. The foul creatures thrive on darkness and the cold. Vanquish them with light, force, and most effectively fire.
It all seems clear to me now that we're here.
I do hope our alliance proves fruitful. Again, I wish you luck. I will remain here, eagerly awaiting your return. Please, be careful.
Okay, let's get exploring. I know that we are a 5th year student going into Hogwarts, and I know we're supposed to be learning things outside of the curriculum to help us catch up with other students. But I wonder what professors are thinking with us doing errands and going on quests like this that could be dangerous. Looks like we got more of the butterflies and the door mechanism, so let's cast Lumos to get this butterfly back into the door so we can progress. Now I feel like I've seen that butterfly door mechanism time and time again in this game, so that's one of the elements that has kind of been repetitive throughout the game. That's one of the only few gripes I have with the game, because this game has us living out our dreams of being a Hogwarts student and living in that magical world. So pretty exciting game and not too many negatives to talk about. So really fortunate and thankful to be able to play this game in this state. I've been playing this game on the PlayStation 5, and I know it's also available on the Xbox Series S and X, but I figured I wanted to play it on the PlayStation 5 because I heard there was a extra quest that we could do exclusively for the PlayStation, so I hope it's a fun one, and I look forward to that. There we go, we got 2 butterflies over here for the door, and I presume the third one's probably behind that door over there. So let's use the pulso to push it forward, and let's get it. Hopefully the butterfly's right behind the door, and I think I see it right over there. And my favorite spell to have in this spell wheel, no matter what, is Accio, because it comes in handy in almost every single situation that we can encounter throughout this game. So there we go. We got all 3 butterflies in the door, and we can progress forward. So let's see what lies ahead in this tomb. It does feel a little bit morbid though, kind of being a tomb raider, so to speak. Because yeah, you got to deal with a bunch of morbid things out there. Looks like we got some Inferi to play against. I think we faced Inferi once on one of the side quests off camera, but these guys are very weak to fire, so it's important to have that type of spell set to go against these Inferi, because then you can just chain your attacks together and deal more damage to the opponent. My most memorable moment with the Inferi though is in the Half-Blood Prince, when Harry and Dumbledore go to the cave to go and retrieve the Locket Horcrux. And you know, Dumbledore's even in pain and almost, you know, at the end of his life, he has so much power that he was able to just create that wall of fire against the Inferi. And that's just one of the most iconic scenes in that series, in my opinion. But let's use this ancient magic on the Inferi. And it's funny how some of the Inferi just right now were higher level than us, and some we were higher than. So let's keep continuing on to this dungeon, and let's go find that helmet. Let's go help Lodgok help us. So looks like we got more of the butterflies, got the turnstile, so looks like we got a bit of a puzzle right here. So let's go solve it. So I just equipped Lumos, as we always do. And you know, the first butterfly is kind of a gimme because it's right there. And I think we see the second one right over there. So let's go just place that one to the door real quick. Or, you know, to the turnstile. Actually, yeah, we want to go to the turnstile so we can go up the platform over there. But, you know, just a little bit dilly-dallying real quick. Don't know exactly what I'm doing. But, you know, I think we gotta return one back so we can raise the platform real quick. So put it in the thing, and then to your right, go to the platform. Man, I'm not sure what my guy's doing, but, you know, because we gotta get up there. So I think we gotta put this one back on the door. And let's go back to the rotating turnstile thing. Let's press Depulso. And then let's go to that platform to the left of us. So let's keep going. Alright, alright. Might go down pretty quickly, so we gotta make our way up quickly. But that's no problem. So we'll grab the butterfly here. We'll place it on the door. That'll be the second. And then from the turnstile, we should be able to grab the third and last one. So let's go grab it real quick and let's move forward. This one took a little longer than it should have, even though it was a relatively easy puzzle, but that's okay. We'll progress on through. Sorry about that jump cut right there. Got a little bit sidetracked and couldn't progress on through. So we'll open this door real quick. We'll get this treasure box that I see in front of us on the map. So let's get up and let's go get that treasure. There we go. Chest gave us a jumper school uniform, so that's pretty solid. You know, we can use that to go and sell and to use for broom upgrades or some material we might need. So that's a good find right there. Maybe there might be another one up here, so let's go check it out. There we go. There's our second chest. And we got medium tables for the room of requirement, so we can really customize that room. So that's one element I really do enjoy a lot. And this was a different game. I'm sure that top thing we're pulling right now might fall down to the grate. I think that's where we're supposed to go. So let's see if any spell can help us to bring it down real quick. I'm thinking Confringo or the one that can pull it down might work, but we'll see. It looks like we slashed it. So we'll go down. Go explore more of the tomb. And let's go find that helmet. And here we go. We're raiding tombs like Lara Croft in the Tomb Raider series. Now those games are pretty fun. I am not gonna lie. I remember back in the day playing the original ones on the PC with my dad, and we used to have a blast. And then I remember playing the new Square Enix Eidos ones, and those are pretty fun too. I've only played the first one though. I have all 3 games, but I only ever played and beat the first one. And for the second one, I think the ice one, I've only played the beginning mission where they're on the Jeep in the desert, and that's as far as I got, so literally the first level. So I really like the first one, and we'll probably have to get into the other ones in the series a little later on. Let me move forward to beating these Inferi so we can progress further into the dungeon and go find that helmet for Lodgok. Alright, we'll see you in a bit. Alright, so we got our last Inferi here. There we go, we defeat him. And looks like we got to solve another one of those butterfly puzzles. So we'll go do that real quick, and I'll go skip ahead to solving the butterfly puzzles and continuing on, because I remember playing through this and this took me a minute to figure out, so I'll go skip ahead to when I solve it. But basically there's this platform to the right and this platform to the left. They both lift up together at the same time, so you have to have one butterfly on this turnstile here and one on the other to get the third and last one. So I'll see you in a bit when I solve the puzzle. So I got one butterfly in that turnstile over there, and as this platform I'm on moves up, there's that platform over there that moves up as well. So that's how we get the third and last butterfly, because the first two are straightforward, but this last butterfly probably took me a better part of 10-15 minutes to solve, I have to admit, sadly. But I think we see the helmet right over there.
Said the helmet was in her sarcophagus. A dead Ashwinder. Your compatriots must have made off with the helmet. Lodgok won't like this. Better show this to Lodgok. I know there's a mechanism to open this door.
That's awesome. We don't have to backtrack to get out of this catacombs, because I know some of the dungeons we can get out like this, you know, using the see-through mirror to get back to the map room sometimes, but I know sometimes we have to backtrack, so let's go talk to Lodgok.
Lodgok, the sarcophagus had been raided. I found no helmet, only a dead Ashwinder.
Damn, they got here first. We need to get it before Rookwood uses it to further ingratiate himself to Ranrock. I saw one of their campsites not far from here, but I fear you must go in alone. My fighting days are behind me.
I'll head there now.
Good. There's no time to lose. Get to that helmet before Rookwood does, or we will lose our chance at any leverage, no matter how small, with Ranrock. To think those wretched thieves have their hands on such a relic.
Alright, let's go find these Ashwinders, and let's get the helmet back from the thieves. So, let's make our way down. Let's get it. So, looks like we have to fight some dark mongrels. Now, some of these guys are tough, especially if they're animagus, where they can turn into animals and turn into wizards at the same time, just like Professor Lupin and the James Potter and the Marauders and Sirius Black. So those animagus are hard to defeat sometimes, but I just turned that mongrel into a sheep right there. that was pretty funny. That's an animation I don't see all the time, but that's what's so cool about ancient magic. You just never know what kind of tips and tricks you can do. So let's continue on to the forest. There we go. We got a buck there. You know, got Giannis Antetokounmpo and some of the Milwaukee Bucks out there. Pat Connaughton. You know, I like to watch basketball. Huge fan of Giannis. Really stand-up guy. You can't hate the guy, so that was cool to see a buck in this game. And it sure beats, you know, fighting some of these dark wizards. And we're so close to their encampment now, so let's go ahead and defeat them. And let's go get back that helmet, because that's what we need for Lodgok. And oh man, we got another troll out there, but it looks like he took out one of the Ashwinder soldiers for us, so that comes in pretty handy. And look at him go, look at him go. But unfortunately, we got to take on this forest troll as well. So let's get it. Man, these forest trolls, their attacks can be very damaging, but they're just the type of opponents we have to face. that just take a whole lot of damage. So we got to take him on, and we got to take, 3 or 4 of these Ashwinder Dark Wizards too. So that's a lot of opponents we have to face right now. But that should be no problem for our guy Axel Hammer. I don't know. I kind of came up with that name when I first started this game, and I thought, who would ever name their kid like that and have that kind of name paired together? And I thought that was really cool. So since I had the opportunity, I thought that'd be fun. And all over social media, people that have been posting all about Hogwarts Legacy and their gameplay, I've seen some crazy names out there, and it's pretty funny how creative people can be. So I thought, we'll keep it PG, we'll keep it mild. I'll name a guy Axel Hammer. That's a pretty cool, solid name, and has nothing bad to it. But I really love the Hogwarts rogues, so I know we can really customize our characters too, and I've kind of seen how wild our characters can be, but I'm gonna just stick with the Hogwarts rogue for now. Looks like we got 2 more opponents. Just took one out, so we'll get this last guy, and hopefully he has the helmet we're looking for. But looks like Ancient Magic didn't do much, so we just have to use some of our spells and slowly get him. But should be no problem for us, just taking a little bit longer than we hoped, getting this last guy. And he's under leveled compared to us too, so I'm surprised it's taking as long as it is for us to get him. But there we go. I think we got all of the thieves. So let's go around this camp and figure out where that helmet is. Because I want to get back to Lodgok. I want to give it to him, and I want him to feed us information about Ranrock. And looks like we got another update to our field guide, so let's go look around this camp a little more. I don't know what I just saw there, but I think there's a couple other tents to the right. So let's head over there while I'm trying to explore a little bit, see, you never know, we got some leaping toadstool caps. I just like to explore and to see what this world has to provide for us and our character. And I think if we're gonna find a helmet, we're gonna find it somewhere here. Because other than this, I don't know where else to look. There we go. We got the helmet, but we have to face more opponents. And it looks like a stronger variant. He's got a purple shield. There we go. That's an update to our collection. So let's use Ancient Magic on him. And let's make quick work of him. And let's update our spellcast, and instead of the one up top, we can use Expelliarmus to try and knock out the things that our opponents will use against us. So let's disarm them real quick. And this Ashwinder Scout's a little higher level than us, but let's take him out. And it looks like a lot of the levels of our opponents are similar level to us, so I think the level progression of our opponents are similar to the progression that we have for our levels, so that's kind of interesting to see. But let's make quick work of, I think, these last 2 opponents, one of which we just got. So let's get this last guy, and let's be on our merry way, and let's give him the helmet, and let's go back to Lodgok. Because that's all I want to do right now. I want to progress as much as I can, but this time, let's use the broom, because it's much faster. But broom travel is so convenient, and I just love the story that we're going through right now in this game. It's incredible. Just all the characters we get to meet, and all the things we get to explore about this world.
Well done. This is sure to impress Ranrock. The helmet shines even more brightly than I imagined. The etchings, the contour of the profile. Remarkable.
It looks stunning, Lodgok. I see why you wanted it back.
You did the thieves a service by recovering it. I know many a goblin who would have killed for it.
Ah, then I'm glad to be rid of it myself.
Thank you. This should earn Ranrock's trust. I will take it to him immediately. It may distract him from his search.
His search?
It is merely an inkling. You have impressed me greatly, friend. I am glad that I trusted you. We shall speak soon. Best to keep our arrangement quiet for now. Many will not believe that our aims might possibly be aligned.
Alright, so there we go. We were able to give Lodgok the helmet to give to Ranrock, the goblin, the antagonist of this game. So we'll wait on him and see what information he has to provide to us. And so I think that was a very fun mission. And I think this is a good place to stop on this part 12. And we'll catch you in part 13 in the next one. So like, comment, and subscribe if you're enjoying these videos. And we'll catch you in the next one. Take care.